Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
It's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Saints defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opening. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here is Young. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Close. 10.
On second down, here's Foreman.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Black Ultra.
Young to throw it.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan. He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Taken down by Pete Werner. Hey, you look at the Saints defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 3.
Looking to throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at about the 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Panthers 0.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Duggan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Duggan now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Saints.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Duggan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Duggan looking to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Richardson. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Max Duggan keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Young now. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's go.
2nd down and a yard.
Mega.
Young to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set.
It's Young off play action. That is caught by Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Ready.
They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your
cycle.
poise and start to put together some drives.
Hut, hut.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Field, black.
Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jody forks him
As the first half is winding down.
and the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Panthers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also,
oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, That's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, they'll get it.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Olave holds it in.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here.
Doug going to look to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara on the read option.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Red, yellow. Ready?
On 2nd down, Young. Flushed out right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt at 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Dugan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Dugan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Dugan.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Dugan. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, smash.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Black shot. Red cycle.
First and 10, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On the double.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped, and what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hey, go Fury. Fury, yellow. Smash, red.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. T. Higgins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing, Duggan.
Rolling to his right.
Completes it to Perry.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
In motion right, Olave. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now.
Here's first down. Young. Pass complete. Hurst. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now Young.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Claws red. Blue stripers. Green jack.
One last shot for Young. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.